Hey Alex, this is Hosho Rat and God. I got some fan mail questions for you. Uh, and in your last fan mail of the week, you encouraged video fan mail questions. So here's mine, just for you. Uh, Question one is not really a question, but I just wanted to see if you've noticed the same kind of similarities. It's a Dragon Ball Z type question. Um, when you look at Super Saiyan 2, 3, and 4, okay, and then you take into account um, uh, the giant monkey or the Uzaru uh, form that they can take when they look into the moonlight. Uh, I don't know if you've kind of noticed it, but to me it seems like they actually regress and backwards through like an evolution form, if you will. Like their normal everyday walking around non-Super Saiyan forms are the most civilized, most evolved human-like form. But then as they go Super Saiyan, they kind of regress the civilized genes and become more and more uh, ape-like. The biggest jump would be from 2 to 3. The forehead gets a lot wider and a lot thicker and more stuff like that. And then when you look at Super Saiyan 4, they get some of the fur. It requires the tail. Um, and even Goku says that when he's in that form, he's not all up in the head. He's more primitive. He's more prone to just attack. And then, of course, with the Uzaru form, that's the giant ape form. I just kind of want to point that out. You know, it's kind of the direction that those forms went. Um, so it kind of leaves open what could the real Super Saiyan God form look like, more than just an aura of red and red. Maybe it will end up looking like the Super Saiyan 4 form. And in all honesty, I think it should. I actually quite enjoy the way the Super Saiyan 4 form looks, even though it's GT's non-canon and yada yada yada. So we could go back and forth on that, but I think you feel the same way I do. Um, but just the appearance of Super Saiyan 4, I would really like it if that's the way Super Saiyan God is perceived to look. Now, on the topic of Super Saiyan 4, the reason why I think that they skipped 4 in Battle of the Gods movie and went straight to God mode, if you will, uh, has to deal with it will come out in Japan first. And if you think about it, the number 4 has a lot of Japanese superstition behind it. Many skyscrapers will skip the 4th floor. You can't even exit out onto the 4th floor because of the superstition surrounding it. Um, the number 4 in Japanese is synonymous with the word death or to die. So it doesn't make any sense from a Japanese standpoint to have a Super Saiyan die mode. That's not a real level. Now, in all honesty, yes, they could use the other word for the number 4, because there are 2 different words for the number 4 because of that synonym, that synonym for the between the word 4 and die. There are 2 different words for it, but no, I still think it would bring on that superstition. So for Akira Toriyama, Toriyama, God, I can't speak right now. Mostly because I'm kind of pressed for time. Uh, for him to skip 3 and just go straight to God, it makes more sense from that standpoint because of the superstition, because it will be released in Japan before it comes to the States. It has nothing to do with, I don't think it has anything to do with why didn't they? You know, I think it has everything to do with the superstition surrounding the number 4 for Japan. And that, in my opinion, is why they skipped 3 and went straight, or skipped 4 and went to God. So, kind of your thoughts, your opinions. I don't know how much Japanese you know or don't know. I know you spoke, that, or you said before you even went to go see Battle of the Gods, you know absolutely zero Japanese. So, you know you know what I'm saying. So, read between my lines that I don't speak. All right. Number 2-ish, I guess you could say. Your questions for the fans of the week. You kind of stopped doing that back in May. Why? And then on top of that, if you do start it back up, would you comment in the video before you give the questions out about some of the responses that were given in the comments of the previous video? You know what I'm saying? Like, this week you give question A, blah, 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 blah. And then in the comments, you know, there's several answers from your loyal subscribers. And then next week you produce a video and you comment on several of the, you know, just a couple you picked at random, if you will. Some of the more comments that kind of stood out to you, and then released a new question of the week. Doing 3 questions a week, I don't know if you kind of get away, maybe 1 or 2 of them. Doing 3 in a solid video, I don't know. It's all up to you, man. But yeah, those are really that's my fan mail video question of the week for you. Fuck you, Zubat!